Category 5 Tropical Cyclone Winston wreaked havoc across Fiji on the 20th of February 2016, causing catastrophic and widespread devastation amounting to $2.9 billion. Businesses, particularly in tourism and horticulture, were severely affected, and the livelihoods of many communities were at stake. In the aftermath of the cyclone, the private sector had to find ways to rebuild and look towards building long-term resilience into their businesses. For its private sector partners, the Australian government's Market Development Facility has been an integral part of this process.
I never expected that things will be that worse. All the sweat for all these years and growing a business, making the name repeatedly, it is all been damaged, things have been wiped out, the seedlings, even you can't go about like recovering them or reconditioning those seedlings. We tried our measures, but initially there was nothing that could have been in my favor at the time.
For MDF's partners Devesh and Barros Farms, a large commercial nursery in Nandi, recovery was key not only to their business but also to the national recovery efforts.
Agricultural enterprise, they are very prone to these natural disasters and other things, and mitigating your plan, making your business run, that's other part of them. Getting your seedlings to the farmers at right time, that's another thing. And all these things they have got a huge linkage.
Is a crucial supplier of seedlings to the European Union and government rehabilitation programs for the agriculture and forestry industries. DBF were able to recover quickly through a government rehabilitation loan, and through MDF's assistance, DBF has invested in a 40-foot container to store seedlings and plant materials during natural disasters.
It acts as a storage space, it acts as disaster mitigation for my plants and seedlings. We have got some new opportunities of making best use by germinating the dry seeds. In that, most of the things that we are at the moment germinating is eggplant, papaya, some of the forestry seedlings which requires more heat than the required amount. So we try to get them enclosed in the container. And the best part is that in my experience, we have noticed that there are some of the seedlings at early stage, they are being damaged by insects. So it's much better to keep them inside the container.
Biotech Limited is Fiji's first commercial tissue culture and laboratory working to mass-produce disease-free planting materials. The work that Biotech Limited is doing is integral to long-term disaster mitigation plans and has wider sectorial implications for disaster recovery and mitigation, and has huge potential for horticulture and food security in Fiji.
Somehow Winston was a blessing in disguise for us. We have to try and have enough stock so that we are able to supply all year round. The numbers may go up to at least 100,000 for each plant. For some that are in higher demand, we might put them up to about 200,000 plantlets per month.
Tourism partners Walks and Trails and Rise Beyond the Reef were some of the first respondents to their affected community partners. MDF assisted Walks and Trails to rebuild the community hall at Nambalasere in Ra.
Lima naval loman korumbal siya. May na babo ke deni vale rava vanke. Mo wili saltinga kin na community hall. Ni kawai tigo natal no teknik to sapan din ta tigo ni Nambalasere sa buru-buru sartinga ni bebator tagi loman korona sarvano. Arto kilata lang arto ni ruto kawai patani na community hall bono saranga rando me dengo kina sarvano anira ado me loman kor. Bambi na community hall saranga ke mama bangat tu ne pem do bangat na bisinga ta mura lupu. Bangat sartu na me pagi na lutu bisinga. To na bulang ira la kuma sa bangat na community hall me sabita pagi ngaber na bulang na bailisin sa pamatan tour na kagara at me loman kor. Community hall sarang ya banget gitu. Banget talangan na community hall ni me pakana kono ni ndoro ni langlamba. So kem santo pakilangan ni sa seni yang ati kona vale me ndoro langlamba sa batam pakinto ngamen na community hall.
Through targeted interventions, the Australian government's Market Development Facility is helping its private sector partners to rebuild livelihoods and more resilient businesses through long-term disaster and risk mitigation plans.